facing a desperate crisis. Why did Wei Wuya, a peak late nascent soul stage cultivator, remain hidden instead of stepping forward to prevent the fall of Tiantai Valley? The truth was not that he feared battle. Rather, he alone carried the fate of the entire southern heavenly region on his shoulders, carefully planning a grand strategy that would determine the survival of every cultivator. In Wei Wuya's eyes, the invasion of the Moulan steppe army was merely an external threat that could be contained. The true catastrophe lay beneath the boundless sea where the ancient demon-sealing xianxia was located. This ancient seal imprisoned countless high-ranking sea demons and the lingering souls of ancient devils. At that time, the seal had already begun to weaken. If it were to collapse completely, an endless tide of devilish qi and demonic beasts would sweep across the entire southern heavenly region, reducing every sect to ashes. Looking across the entire region, only Wei Wuya, whose cultivation had reached the peak of the late nascent soul stage, with both body and spiritual sense far surpassing those of his peers, could withstand the overwhelming devilish qi, personally guard the formation core, and suppress the unrest. If he abandoned his post to reinforce the front lines, the seal of the xianxia would inevitably shatter. Once that happened, no one would be capable of stopping the ensuing demonic catastrophe, and the entire southern heavenly region would face total destruction. His disappearance also served another purpose. It was a masterful strategic decision. Wei Wuya understood all too well that the Nine Nations Alliance was riddled with factional conflict and internal distrust. Several sects were secretly collaborating with the Moulan steppe, while political interests constantly clashed with those of the cultivation world. Had he appeared on the battlefield too early, he would have become entangled in endless political struggles while exposing the alliance's full military strength. Instead, he chose to remain hidden near the boundless sea, concealing his whereabouts and preserving his peak combat power. He deliberately avoided an early life and death confrontation with the Moulan steppe's strongest divine spellmasters, patiently waiting for the decisive moment. Only after the enemy's main force had become fully committed to the frontal battlefield, and when the defensive line at Huanglong Mountain stood on the brink of collapse, would he return with the full strength of a cultivator who had successfully stabilized the xianxia, striking like thunder to reverse the entire course of the war. Even more importantly, while guarding the boundless sea, Wei Wuya was also studying the ancient formation patterns and comprehending the great Tao through the surrounding devilish qi, hoping to break through the bottleneck of the deity transformation stage. He understood that the war against the Moulan steppe was only a temporary crisis.